right, welcome back for another CBSI Hot 10 show. Make sure you go over to Comic Book Invest and check out the article. I might put a few extra little notes that we don't cover here on the show tonight, but also check out all the other content we have here on the channel. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the alert button so you don't miss anything. Keep telling your friends so we can keep growing this channel. Check out my new toy channel as well while you're at it. And if you haven't given Whatnot a try, now's your chance. First-time users, you get a free $15 on me to spend on whatever you want, with whomever you want. No strings attached. You can help out the channel and get yourself something for free. So you really got nothing to lose there if you haven't tried Whatnot before. And with that all said, if you want to see this week's list, just hang out for a few seconds after the intro, and we will be right back.
Notable sales.
Guess who's back?
Chicka.
Back again. Shady's back. Tell some men. Get your mom spaghetti because it's ready. We got Amazing Spider-Man #1. The M&M edition. I don't care what you want to call it. It's the M&M edition.
Without an E?
8 Mile Rap Battle edition. All-time
some shady edition.
9.9 sold for a whopping $10,000. Only 2 in the census at 9.9. Which is surprising since CGC wants to give you 9.9s like Oprah's giving away cars.
And you get a 9.9. And you get a 9.9.
Yeah. Are we supposed to see 100 of these 9.9s already by now?
Oh, 10 grand, though.
It's not out of pocket, though, because somebody had this up for $20,000.
They did, and they accepted the 10.
They said 10. This is exactly the same that 9.9s used to sell for when you're fishing like that. It's the exact same way. Yeah. It's good to see. This is actually a normalization of the market, no matter what everybody thought they were going to see. So
still a lot. That's all.
Yeah, I want to see everyone crack their 9.8 and rush to try and get a 9.9 on this book.
Absolutely. And make sure you press it yourself because you're probably the best presser in the world. You can press a 9.8 to a 9.9. Don't worry about it. When it comes back as a 9.4, you let me know.
Remember to use light grit sandpaper when you're cleaning that cover. There.
I know. Maybe we can get the 9.9
color breaks
on site at Baltimore. Maybe we can talk them into that.
Hey, if you put a little Scotch Guard on the cover, don't worry. It adds that shine back onto that book. You'll be okay.
Fine grit. Just to get off the.
Anyway, still, it's definitely an interesting sale. So had to look.
It's cool.
Please don't take sandpaper to your books.
And our next one, I will admit, I'm a little bit biased. So when I saw this, it stood out. So we got G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
9.8 for a newsstand version of this first appearance of Storm Shadow and the silent issue. A whopping $6,000 on this, basically $6,000, $5,995. Might as well just be $6,000. So $6,000 is way up from the last one at $3,200 back in 2022, which that's when books were like really hitting those highs. So to basically double that, it's craziness.
People love this book in a newsstand, and this is a famously jacked up book.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's so many
a lot of 5s and 6s and stuff floating out.
People buy them up too. It don't matter any grade.
I mean, people love this thing. They've always loved this book. This has been the book of the run.
Absolutely.
Well, it's
Snake Eyes. Storm Shadow, and you got Snake Eyes on the cover, and it's famous for being the silent issue. It's got so many things going for it.
Yeah,
but $6,000 is still way out of my price range for this. I'll stick with what I got.
What is your price range for it?
For this? What would I pay for this?
Yeah. All right, time's up.
Okay,
next book.
I don't know.
It's just
because I don't need a 9.8. That's the thing. I don't care.
I'm sure. I think I have a 6.
You could have said $120 then if you didn't care.
I could have. I don't care. It would be nice to have a 9.8. Sure. It's just to me, I just like having the book.
10% stake in Rennavision. That's what they'll pay for this book.
Absolutely. If anybody wants to give me this book for a 10% stake, give me a call. That said, let's just get into the regular list now that we've done our notables.
Number 10.
All right. Our first book is back.
Okay. Short shorts and roller skates sold. The Grommets #2, the 1 in 10, the Alex Riegel cover is it's picking up a little, doubled its volume. You got average sales of $28, highs at 37, so that's not bad. Like I said, this series has a nice little bit of heat behind it. It's not, it's not burning down the house, but it's still holding pretty well. And
one's still doing well too. It just wasn't doing more than it was last week, so it couldn't repeat. That's all.
Well, we kind of saw that. This is actually real quick, but I think this is going to be kind of a thing now, right? Like the week after one started to pick back up again, then two hits it again with the
it's like ebbs and flows, really.
Yeah.
Like this book last week,
really cool.
It cooled off, and then now it's picking up again.
Yeah, it's as long as one hangs on, people start to catch it early in the run.
Yeah, and 3 will be out before we know it, and then we'll have another 1 in 10 to probably talk about.
Yep, and it is a good one. The 1 in 10 on number 3.
Yeah,
and then I hear 4's coming out, and that's
oh my god! But wait, do you think they'll do a 1 in 10 for 5, Matt?
There's a rumor there is a 5. So
I hear they're gonna do a 1 in 6 for number 6.
Do you think there's
and
going to
then a
be
1
wheels?
in 7 for number 7?
Oh, what are they? Dynamite?
Not Dynamite.
Dynamite numbers now. We'll do 1 in 7s. Oh, I don't know.
Well, that's a lot to talk about.
And I hear that the 1 in 7 for number 7 is just the main character on the ground doing the Peter Griffin skinned knee as he fell off his skateboard.
Spoiler alert.
But with
Connected.
that, let's get to our next book.
Number 9.
Our number 9 book is Sam Wilson, Captain America. This is for you, AOA.
Thanks for the spoiler.
American book on the list.
Yeah.
Well, we got the trailer, so eventually people are going to gravitate.
Well, good thing there's on-site grading at Baltimore, because now I can take this thing and get it graded.
It's doing all right. I mean, it's only around $15, where it was selling for under 10 not that long, a couple of weeks ago. Almost a couple dozen sales. The second print, for some reason, $60 raw on the second print. It's a blue border instead of the red. I don't know why people like paying that super premium for some of these second prints, but they do. God bless you. But I don't know. Sam Wilson. I'm looking forward to the movie. Yeah. See? It's moving books.
Yeah, good to see. It's not too expensive, averaging $15 on this. Obviously, second prints are for suckers, and there's a sucker born every minute. However, $15 for a dollar bin book is pretty sweet.
Hey, I got nothing against second prints. I like them for the most part. I like when they put new art on them. I hate just a recolored border.
Yeah. This is the recolored era of Marvel recovering.
Yeah.
Well, the bottom, that's actually the crappiest part, right? It's just the border. The border,
just the bottom border is blue.
They didn't even do anything.
That was what Marvel did at the time. And then if third print, we're making it green. What about fourth print?
Oh, I think I just heard somebody crying because I made fun of second prints background. Did you guys catch that?
No, nobody's that upset. But
somebody was.
Anyway, let's get on to.
I heard it again. I'm telling you.
Number 8.
I think you're hearing spirits from the other side.
Let's see. Ain't No Grave, number 1. What cover could this be? It is not the Scotty cover, just the regular old A cover. We kind of talked about this before with Independence. Somehow, like the one of the covers hits is the A or the 1 in 10, and then the opposite one hits later down the road. We're starting to see this finally pick up some steam here. High sale for raw $17, averaging $10, which is pretty nice because I think even after the Scotty went, a lot of people went out there because they heard the story was pretty good and jumped on the number 1. So people got plenty of opportunities to get this book.
Third printing just dropped.
Yeah. Well, I mean, rightfully so, because after the first printing, after the Scotty stuff went, the first printing, this cover started flying too pretty dang quickly. When people were talking about how great the story was, and after about 2 weeks, good luck finding any copy of this. So they go into second, and then you get third printing, and people are still liking this story.
Yeah,
it's okay.
That's nice. It's nice when some of these indies stick around more than one issue.
It's like it's nice too to see kind of a pattern, right? Like if you miss the Wednesday Warrior Hot book, you can still catch you can still catch a book, read it, and then still have a solid book that sells for 3 times ratio, 3 times whatever you bought it for.
Yeah.
On the back.
I'm just happy to see a book that's actually doing well because it is a solid read. Like, there's no option news on this. There's no rumors of this being adapted.
Well, slow down, Sparky. First
What are
off,
you talking
for the reason why the book originally did good is because there's Scotty Young fans and Scotty was writing it, so it picked up.
Yeah.
Because the cover was really dope. It had nothing to do with the inside of the book.
Scotty's done other books that have,
yeah, but not as good as this one. And then once they started getting a run on that, which other Scotty Young books have had that run before, then people started saying it was good, and then it picked up for the A cover. It wasn't like it was a natural progression, because if so, the A cover would have well outsold the 1 in 10 in the beginning, but it didn't.
No, it's just gaining steam over time because, again, people are still engaged.
Yeah, I mean, I like that they're reading it now. Yeah, it's good. It's good to see.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Anyway, let's see what we got with Lucky
Number 7.
Yeah, today. What?
For number 7, we've got number 7.
And at number 7, we have Deadpool, Merc with the Mouth, number 7. We got that lovely, lovely continuation of the tease of Lady Deadpool for the Deadpool Wolverine movie. Sales doubled at 35 plus, Raws for 100, CGC 9.8, sold for $450. Not only is this the first appearance of Lady Deadpool, it's also the first appearance of Deadpool the Kid, or the Kid Deadpool, the cowboy Deadpool you see in the trailer. You get to see his little potentially assless chaps in the background there as he's ready to do some merking with the mouth in the Old West. So you get a double bang for your buck in this book at number 7.
Nice.
Matt, do you think that's going to be what's his name's wife, Blake Shelton, in there, or do you think that's
Blake
a fake
Lively?
I
Blake
think at this point, if it's not Blake Lively, we riot, because it's not going to be Taylor Swift like some people think. It's going to be Blake Lively.
Oh, I thought it was just a dude in a wig.
Or it might be Ryan Reynolds in a wig.
It could be Ryan Reynolds in a wig, which would not surprise me either.
It could be. I still think it's going to be Blake Lively, not
Maybe it'll be Rob McElhenney in a wig from Always Sunny and his cohort in Wrexham Football Club. So who knows?
Wrexham damn near killed him.
Hey, give that man a bell.
We'll give him the Peppa the Pig bell.
That thing is
all right. With that, let's get on to our next book.
Number 6.
On the OLI, making it to the big show.
Hey, option news, moving barbaric a bit. It is a good book. If you like Conan, that's a little bloodier with a little bit of humor and a possessed axe, it's a good book for you. This book from Barbaric it's a fun read. All of the spin-offs and additional volumes they've had are good. This cover seems to be the one people are settling on at 20 plus sales. Raws are moving 20 to 25, which ain't bad. Like I said, there's a lot of other covers on this. So if you want to get in and read it, there's a lot of other covers for number 1 that are very reasonable. But if you are looking for what's moving, this would be the one. So
yeah. And who doesn't want I'm assuming Patrick Stewart's going to be the axe and not the barbarian.
It would be perfect to have his voice in there. But yeah, it's a fun read. It's a good book. This book, a lot of people have been talking about this book for a long time, and really, it has a nice little fan base. So, I'm happy to see if they make a move to this.
I'd buy this if Patrick Stewart was going to be the cod piece instead of the axe. The axe is boring. It's been done already. We need a talking cod piece.
Who's Patrick Stewart?
Oh God,
Professor Xavier.
Yeah, Professor X. Cool. I was going to say the other one.
Fucking heathen.
I didn't know he was still alive.
Yeah,
Mr. X-Men fan doesn't know who Patrick Stewart is.
I don't know the actor. Yeah, I don't know who a lot of actors are. I just watch. I know who Xavier is. Huh?
You know who Professor X is, though.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with you?
Can't ask questions. I mean, what?
You're lucky this is intact, and I can just yell at you. We got to do
Jean-Luc Picard himself.
Yeah,
he's French.
Your pop culture knowledge spans from Big Bang Theory to Big Bang Theory.
Oh, that's a recycled joke from the other day. Good job. You now sound like SNS.
Hey, I do not take kindly to that deflammatory comment. SNS is original and groundbreaking and fresh every week.
Oh. Anyway, let's get on to our number 5 book.
Number 5.
I just okay. We got him back.
This was actually a book that I tried to review for TAC, and Pete said that we might, everybody might quit the channel if that happens. So we didn't. However, we got a little homage cover here going for Biker Mice from Mars, the old 90s cartoon, correct? I don't believe it was 80s. I think it was like right at the end of 80s, early 90s. I think it was early 90s.
It was late 80s.
Was it? Either way, it's right there at the late 80s, early 90 era. Only a few sales, but averaging $80, which is better than ratio 1 for 50. And Akira for those people that don't know the homage. Highs of 100. Yeah, cool. I mean, it's cool. Look, people love nostalgia. People like homages of nostalgia, which is kind of weird because
animals driving stuff and beating people up.
Yeah, because it's a homage of a cartoon, but also nostalgia homage of a pretty popular.
It's a motorcycle. You had to do the motorcycle cover. I'm surprised that we didn't get a Ghost Rider homage as well. Like that would have made sense.
Yeah, I guess.
Throw it in
no, because
your
it's
Akira
around the
homage
same
pile.
era. Yeah, it's like around the same era, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
The comic was around the same era.
Yeah, Biker Mice from Mars. I think the comic was like 93 or.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Somewhere in the early 90s.
Yeah, in the early 90s. I thought this was early 90s, but maybe it's late 80s. Whatever. Who cares? Point being, it's from the same era, kind of. Same decade. Or maybe not. Same 10 years. Who cares?
No, it's within a few years.
What I'm saying is it's within 10 years of the TV show coming out and the damn book.
And I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying it's not that far off. It's not. You don't even have to stretch it that far.
Yeah, I think it's like 5. Okay, cool.
Yeah, at 5 at most.
Either way. Sweet book. Dude, really cool book. I mean, the insides are the insides, but
yeah.
The insides.
Plus, unlike the other homages of this cover, they went the whole 9 and did the trade dress.
They did the trade dress. There is some other covers on this that are okay.
Yeah, you gotta stretch it. You're like, is it? Well, it's a guy walking towards a bike. People can't walk towards motorcycles anymore. This one, you know what it is.
Yeah, this is exactly what it
black, all that stuff.
They even did like the lighting on it too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
but they did in tan. So, yeah, whatever. I don't need to describe the color. Go look the book up.
You don't have to do that.
I'm not going to break it down the whole book.
They did a good job.
That's pretty cool, man. And I heard a lot of people like that cover, like the week of in a couple of the shops I went to. I was like, yeah, it's cool. But then, like, I'm glad to see that it actually did pick up a little bit more than just.
It's one of those homages people chase to. If they see it, they really
I can't be shelling.
They see it on the Instagram because somebody else picked it up. And they're like, oh shit, I'm going to pick it up, and then it goes downhill from there. That's really nice.
It's the way
Follow the leader. But with that said, let's get on to our next book.
Number 4.
Sorry if you haven't seen Acolyte yet this week, but number 4 spoils a little bit of an appearance that we had in this film or in the show.
There's more of an appearance of the show than there is in this book. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I think I showed John Lovitz from Wedding Singer when we were talking about this.
we actually showed the picture of the 4'2", the Pete version of Plagueis. Well, I mean, Plagueis is supposed to be like 7 feet tall. He was like in that cave. He
hasn't hit his growth spurt yet.
Crouching.
I don't crouching.
You also don't know how tall, like how.
Yeah, you do because the cave was in the TV show earlier, and something. It doesn't matter.
Point being, this book, which was basically not selling for anything at all last week, now is hitting $50 raw, and a 9.8 hit $300. So,
well, I think a couple things too. Not tons of sales on this, but I think people unfortunately are a little cautious with this book because if you look at the inside, the minute Plagueis actually shows up in a comic book, this is going to be relegated to canon at best, or not canon.
Parody. This is a parody book to begin with.
Well, it's a parody anyways, but it's going to be but it's only it's like it's a cloak.
Yeah,
they show a picture of a cloak in here. Like that's not so it's going to be cameo at best. Like, unfortunately, and
I need him on the cover with his name.
No, but you don't know. But you need like they're telling
introducing Plagueis
for the people that don't know. They're telling the story of the. Have you ever heard of Plagueis the Wise? Blah 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 blah. The line from the movie. And you see a cloak in the background during the play that somebody supposedly is playing as Plagueis, but you just see a cloak. You don't get to see the big nose, gray guy, little mum. So, but still, you'd figure maybe
For now, this is something for people
it
to
is
chase.
what it is. I just
Yeah,
wonder
well,
how this is going to affect.
It's
it going
always been a
forward.
great cult favorite book for Star
Yeah,
Wars fans.
it's always the kind of fun one that we always picked up and did
Yeah,
with.
it's a
Anyways.
book you could still go and dig for because these
yeah,
still buried out there.
Marco
Yeah.
had to take out his clipboard and do his man on the street shtick, and he got a census that the majority of the people who watch the show feel like Plagueis was 4'3".
they were saying Pete. That's what BK was saying.
I'm not
Yeah.
4'3".
before. Well,
He was
that's not what
Sith Lord Pete.
Rayseeker said. Yeah. So
Mm.
so maybe that's not really him. Maybe it is the same guy that's in this book, and not the real one that's 7 feet tall. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's
Not a
true.
predator.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. We're moving on to the top 3.
Number 3.
J. Scott Campbell is back.
At number 3, we have Witchblade number 1, the 1 in 50 J. Scott Campbell. If you guys watched SNS last week, this hit the mark on our best covers of the week. Beautiful J. Scott Campbell in his little squat down, strike a pose. About a dozen sales, averaging $90, highs for $100. Get that depth of feel, and I just feel like that black signature really fades into the background. So it should have been a different color, but otherwise, beautiful J. Scott Campbell.
What's going on with the hand? Like, is that like supposed to be like what's the stones in Witchblade? I don't follow Witchblade.
She's throwing up the claw.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't read Witchblade.
deuces.
There's a decent number of covers on this too, and a couple other ratios.
She's waiting for you to drop
That's
the beat.
interesting. Huh?
She's waiting for you to drop the beat so she can do a spinneroonie. 5-time WCW champion.
Spinneroonie. Oh, that would be hilarious. All right.
I don't know. I like this cover. It's double ratio.
Yeah.
Pretty
Not
well.
bad.
It's been a little while
This
since we had a Witchblade titles.
Outdoing the 1 in 100. The Sienkiewicz cover is selling for less than this, and it's
Well, it's a camel too. I mean, people.
I know. Yeah, I'm just saying. It is
I like the 1 in 10
Campbell-
Danny. The 1 in 10 Danny's my favorite. Out
When
of them,
Campbell
but,
draws boobies and butts, people like those books. So, like, is this a big surprise?
I don't know if you could really call that a butt. That's like all back right there. She's got a nice set of melons on the front, but she's all
a
back.
little more meat. A little more
Yeah.
meat.
If you look closely, it kind of looks like she's got a little soul patch, like some of the uniforms kind of going up on her chin there a little bit. So she got a little bit of a soul patch.
It does. A gold soul patch. Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit.
that's weird.
I think it's a nice little palette cleanser for the X-Men Campbell covers. So
Yeah, something different.
Hmm.
And
Is it though?
yeah,
What?
it is.
yeah,
Something
it's a little
different.
It's a Campbell palette cleanser for the X-Men covers.
Yeah, there are a lot of those. We're not getting into that. We're getting on. We're moving on. Hitting up number 2.
Number 2.
It's here.
Hey, maybe I want the actual first appearance of the Red Hulk in a book. And if you want that, Hulk 2 is the book to buy. It's not the one people have settled on, but it is starting to get a little more heat as it is the actual first appearance. 50 plus sales, average 25 to $30. You had a CGC 9.8, 125, which isn't bad. Again, this is the first appearance in the guts.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Joe, because what we learned 2 weeks ago on TAC is if your name is on the title and you're on the front of the book
His
and
name
you're
isn't
in
on the
the
title.
interiors, then it's the first appearance. This is
This
is just Hulk. This
His
can't
name is
be
Red
his first
Hulk.
appearance.
His name is Red Hulk.
But it's
There, I
Hulk
don't
in
see any red. I don't
Doesn't
see
say
any red.
Can't be his
I don't
first
see
appearance.
red. Yeah.
It doesn't say
Can't
red.
be
It can't be his first appearance.
Can't be his first appearance.
If a She-Hulk was on the cover and said Hulk, I wouldn't say it's a She-Hulk. Look, it's Hulk.
But it's inferred. The color of the trade dress.
No,
is
Matt's
red.
got a very valid point. For this, I don't think we've seen the first appearance of Red Hulk yet because it does not say the words Red Hulk.
Not say the word red.
I agree, Matt. I agree. Very, very good. You're a very studious person here. You understand how the comic book community and market works very well. Good job. Congratulations. Somebody give him a Ringo Award this year. Maybe an Eisner.
If only you guys could have saw the look on my son's face when we watched this trailer and he asked me, "Hey, Dad, so what's the name of the Red Hulk?" I said, "It's Red Hulk." He's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yep."
I imagine a very dude, where's my car moment of like, dude, sweet. What's mine say?
Yeah, that's it. Red Hulk. He just shook his head.
Just don't show them on Amadeus Cho.
Yeah, well, what do you do? But with that, we still got one left. Let's see what our top book of the week is.
And our number one.
Number one, I guess I take back everything I said about Tag and Bink because this doesn't have Red Hulk in it either. So, like, maybe this will have the same trajectory that Red Hulk did. Hulk number one, Hulk number one with Red Hulk on the cover and black fingernails. This is what people buy as Red Hulk's first appearance because it's on the cover.
Yeah, he's there. I mean, can't undo it.
100 plus sales. I mean, the sales are just going off the rack at this one. Raw newsstands, though. This is the one that's starting to pick up, $225, and a 9/8 sold for $400. This is good. This is a good moment. It's good to see that both books are selling too. Like this, kind of doing the combo pack with these two. We're getting a little bit of excitement for probably some Marvel coming back. We got some news of some other people coming back to Marvel, maybe doing some directorial thing. Looks like Marvel's starting to right the ship of boredom that they were in there for
good old days.
Yay, we all love nostalgia. So if you want a book where you can call it the first appearance because he's got hard nipples on the cover, you got this book right here. And you'll be one of the 100 plus sales.
His nipples look like two shadowy Papa Smurfs about to rap battle.
Joe said something about, what did you say, Joe?
They look like wooden nickels. Like when you used to go to the bar, they give you wooden nickels when somebody buy a drink.
Yeah. I was thinking couch cushions, but now I see the Papa Smurfs after Matt pointed that out because I see the little noses and then little beards. And you got the hat.
Like the mustache goatee beard combo.
I hope that Tag and Bink would have had the same trajectory as this. Unfortunately,
only difference. I don't know if they're going to battle. They look more like they're doing a back-to-back thing to me. Like they might just be tag teaming it. Like
maybe
Wu-Tang style.
What is going on in the middle of his chest though?
There's a lot.
Like above all the pecs, he's having he's got like a cancerous bone coming out.
Big Show gave him a big chop, slap. And it kind of jacked up his chest muscles.
Broke off little pieces of muscle there or something.
His pecs are becoming flat and separated like Kobe Kingston and Chris Jericho.
big slap got him. Big chop.
Wow! Now that I actually look at this cover, there's a what? Whoa! What?
It's just a fun, exaggerated cover.
Yeah,
don't
look at it. Do not stare at this cover, people.
It's the one that people have settled on as the Red Hulk book. So
it is the Red Hulk book. There you go. Well, you can't argue with people because
people drive the market.
Never wrong.
Oh no, they're wrong, but you never argue with an idiot. So I mean, that's just like rule number one.
But anyway, with that all said, make sure you guys stick around for as soon as we're done here. The qualified's about to start, and the boys look like they're going to be covering Black Canary tonight.
Yeah, a little Black Canary spotlight. Why not?
Who's that girl on the right? Black Canary? That's her live action?
No. But
could be.
There was a fun storyline with a Taylor Swift overtones in it. So we decided
run with it and get all the Swifties going crazy and start selling them Black Canary books. Hey, Taylor Swift's Black Canary.
Why not? Because there's not a lot of them that are that expensive. So, but there's a good number of books. That's fun. It's fun to track these characters that don't have too many main titles that just show up in a lot of other books. So,
yeah.
Starman, Starboy.
Anyway, that's our list for this week. Make sure you come back next week for our next list and check out all the other content we have here already. Like I said, with the qualified starting next tomorrow night, the boys will be on with SNS and then a full rundown on the Acolyte on the Star Wars show on Sunday.
Yes, and you're guaranteed at least a 10-minute discussion on the height of Plagueis.
At least.
The what of what?
The height of Plagueis.
Oh, no. Yeah. I might. Somebody actually asked me to break down that. There's like two things they want us to break down. And I'm like,
it's going to be like the Zapruder film. It's
who cares? But okay, fine. If you want us to do it, I'll
You're going to have to compare rock to rock. See when Manny was standing next to it. For the good place.
We'll just see. I mean, one of the people on there quickly reads Wikipedia pages before he jumps on. So we'll see what Wikipedia has to say this week.
I hear on this week's episode of the Star Wars show, the first 15 minutes are Marco interrupting Dom free. So you get all the Dom you want in the first 15 minutes.
I don't know. I think you've been watching the wrong show, man.
Unfettered.
If I wanted to hear what Wikipedia had to say, I would just read the Wikipedia page. Is all I'm saying.
Well, with that all said, we had fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you next week.
Very good.